Right now, say I want Josh Taylor and get the Josh Taylor fight because he takes with him. That's right. So anybody on that pipeline right now, that's a big deal.
I talked his ass, but the same day that James Tony came in to sign the contract. Wow. So I'm talking to Bobo on the phone like this. Look, I got Zab on one phone, I got James on one phone.
Well, Crawford gonna do the He's gonna beat Sean. Everybody listen, he's gonna beat Sean. He's gonna beat Sean. He's gonna beat Sean.
Example of what I'm talking about.
What is it? 2. Little technical difficulties going on, but there ain't a whole lot to that. How y'all doing? How you doing? Man, they making it real technical today, but we gonna get it together. I'm gonna work this stuff out. I may bring a few guests up in here and I might not. Depends on how we cooking and how we living up in here, you know what I'm saying? Ain't a whole lot to that. But how y'all doing today? This is AK the Apostle. This is Let's Talk Sports, y'all. And further just catch up on a few things, man. Been a minute since I got to talk to you. We're going to be doing things, a little bit of everything. Here over at Let's Talk Sports Show, we don't do just sports. We do, like this weekend, I covered a battle rap here in the D.C. area. You know what I mean? So, I do interviews, anybody, don't matter what you do, man. If you're able to tell a story, I can interview you. You know what I mean? We can do in studio, we can do on locations. It ain't just boxing, it ain't just sports. It's a little bit of everything, but everything sports is kind of what brought us all together. So getting back to it, let's touch back in on we're gonna start off with boxing, or unless somebody in the audience want to talk about something else, but we're going to talk about a little bit of boxing. We're going to talk about, a lot of boxing. We're going to talk about a lot of boxing. We're going to talk about WNBA. We're going to talk about the NFL, QB ratings. We're going to get into all of that. May bring some guests through, may not. But we're going to start with boxing. Over the weekend, Jaron Ennis at his home, we're going to say homecoming. Not his first home fight, but, it's been a long time since he fought in Philadelphia, fought out there. And, he stopped, they decided to stop the fight with David Amnesia in the 5th round. And many people have a lot of heartburn about the stoppage. I didn't have a problem with the stoppage because it did look like the inevitable was coming. Whether it had to happen at that exact moment, fine. It was sure enough about to happen within the next round or so because he was getting hit with a lot of big shots in bunches, you know what I mean? So to try to prove he can get him out faster than Bud, or if he wouldn't have got him out as fast as Bud, that's neither here nor there to risk David Abenisia's health, health in his life, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, Boots got the stoppage. He got a lot of flack for, the punches that David Abenisia was able to land on him. I mean, we got as many people saying that if that was Bud, he would have got easily stopped and this, that, and the third. I say this, one, I don't see him and Bud fighting ever. But even if they did, it won't be no time soon. Bud got a real live dog in front of him in a couple weeks in Israel. Mars, I can't say his name, but the fight he got coming up in Saudi Arabia. So he has a daunting task in front of him. Though, we not much is known about Masmamov. I could be saying his name wrong, but y'all get who I'm talking about. Not much is known about them, but what is known about him is he's supposed to be tough, rugged, big puncher. So, let Bud focus on that before we even divulge on whether or not he should be fighting Boots or whoever. Now, to me, I think if Boots did want to desire that fight, the move he's going to have to make is, I mean, you can stay to get all the belts at 147, but by the time you get that, Bud Crawford most definitely will 9 times out of 10 be gone. I'm almost sure. I'm almost a betting man that Bud will not be around too much longer after that. After that date, that's just my thing. I don't think you'll see too much of him after that. You know what I mean? So if he wants to dare dance with Mr. Crawford, it will probably serve him much better to go ahead and move to 54 now. Which if you don't go to dominate 147, get your name up, do what you got to do, no problem. It's not, there's no shame in that game. It's nothing to feel shaky about. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, just continue to build, continue to work, and then we'll see what we got from there. Also, more backlash from the Shakur Stevenson situation. More and more people are chiming in every day. People are saying he's crashing out. It's back and forth with Cam. It's back and forth with Andre Berto, Ishe Smith, and so forth and so forth. Man, listen, I'm under the impression now, not under the impression, I'm in full belief now that the way we used to view boxing and boxing talks and how we view how people move in boxing are gone. Going on Twitter rants and the back and forth, this social media is where it is built that in these days. So what he's doing is just par for the course. I have zero problem with it. You have many people that was bashing the kid last week, talking about he's crashing out. And like I said, you seen what Cam and them said, and that led to more stuff. See, my issue with Cam was, this is not the first time I've seen you going back and forth with a young athlete. This has become habitual. You know what I mean? You went back and forth with Ant-Man. You went back and forth with Trayvon Diggs, Nash Shakur. Then y'all started talking the aggressive talk, which led to then now Jay Prince stepped in and he said something. It's getting out of hand. But like I said, y'all, this is what we've come to. Twitter rants, social media rants is what sells tickets, I guess, apparently. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Tapping in with me, y'all, is no other than the Coach Ron Sims. What's going on, Ron?
Hey, how's it going, AKA?
You still out? You still out Vegas?
Yeah, headed to Stockton tomorrow.
Who you got? Who you working with in the gym today?
Nobody. I'm just here waiting for my flight for tomorrow. I'm gonna stop over at Top Rank, see who's over there, just to, chill a little bit. But Gabriel Flores Jr. He fights on the 20th, July 20th, in Stockton. So I'll be there and helping them out a little bit.
Okay. Well, let's start with the hot sticks. What y'all think of Boots' performance this weekend?
Oh, to me, man, I'm gonna be honest. I ain't trying to hear about Boots no more, bro. It was lackluster to me. I ain't gonna hold you.
It was lackluster.
It was lackluster, bro. It was lackluster, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. I saw some things in there that I just felt like, if you trying to prove that you 147 king and you trying to prove that you trying to get this fight with Bud, it's just certain things your foot should be doing. It's just certain movements that should be happening, certain punches that man was throwing that he shouldn't have got hit with. Like, it's a lot, bro. And everybody's like, oh, you sound like a hater. And then I go back and then I run the tape around my folks and they be like, I see what you're saying, but he was only fighting this dude. It wasn't like he was fighting Bud. Nah, we're not making excuses, bro. I seen a lackluster performance, man.
What you think, Coach?
I thought Boots was Boots. I thought that he did the job. He dominated the entire bout. Of course, he did get touched a little bit. While after the guy countered a little bit after Boots would throw, he would he wouldn't bring his hand back. but it was nothing that was like, really, hurting him. He was just getting touched. And, this is boxing. And the caliber of guy that he was against, guess what? He was able to do some of the things, uh, whereas he wasn't getting hurt. Uh, Now I think the stoppage was on point. I thought I was watching two fights at the same time. There was another fight going on as well, but it looked to me that the guy Avanesian, I don't know how to say his name, but his body language wasn't good to me. It was like he wanted to he didn't want to go. He didn't really want to fight, even though when Boots left open, he would throw and catch Boots, but he really didn't want to fight. If you look at his body language, and I think that his corner saw the same thing.
Mm, lackluster. I'm stuck on that. Lackluster. I don't know if I can use that word, but I mean, I get it. I mean, this. I guess what it is this. Listen, y'all. I know when y'all watch somebody fight, it's like an audition for you. They're auditioning for who they fight next, but at the same time, they're fighting somebody that's physically in front of them at the time. So to me, I think he was just doing what he got to do. I'm sure he was pressing to get a stoppage because, of course, the guy got stopped by Bud. I don't think Boots will ever fight Bud, so that's why the speaking of him being in the ring with Bud, I don't see that happening. And to say that he won't be the king of 147, my question is, if he's not going to be the king of 147, then who is?
I'm glad
And
you
for
asked
you,
that question, right? I think that ever since Bud left 147 and Earl left 147, it's going to be a clamoring of we just going to grab the first person that looks like they could be a king. So I get why folks want Boots to be 147, but to keep it a bang, we're going to have to wait about a year or two and let all this stuff die down as to who's going to come up to 147, who's going to stay, who's going to go down. We got to wait. It's too early to call
who's
a
going to
new
come
king.
up?
Yeah, we gotta wait and see what's going on, man.
Let me
Because
be clear. Let me be clear. No disrespect to these guys, but the Teofimos of the world and the Devons of the world are not going to be Boots.
I hear what you're saying, brother. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, you think one of them will be able to beat them when they go up there?
Bro, here's the thing, AK. I do think so. I think if Tiafimo went up there, I think he could beat Boots. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think that Tiafimo, out of them four kings that we talk about, and three of them is at 140 right now, I think Tio is the only one that could go up to 147 and actually do something with Boots. I don't believe in Devin Haney. I don't think Ryan Garcia and Boots will ever get in the ring together, unless by some stroke of genius or some stroke of luck. But I think Tiafimo is the one that will be able to beat Boots at 147.
Mm. What do you think about that, Coach? I got to hear your opinion on that.
Well, I don't know who's gonna beat who. I don't, but I don't agree with that. That we pick and choose who's gonna rule a division or be a king of a division. There's a lot of boxers out there. There's boxers coming up that we never even heard of that are talented and have the ability to reach that level. So we never know. And, boxing is always gonna evolve, and it's always gonna be somebody in every weight class. So I'm not getting into who's gonna be running what weight class because we never know who's gonna come up.
All right, since you're here, let's talk about I don't know what to call him to you, but your man that's near and dear to your heart, Shakur. What do you think is next for Shakur in terms of which direction he goes?
I can't speak on that because I don't. Shakur is his man, and him and Jay Prince, they're gonna do what they think is best for Shakur. I'm here to support him in any way that I can. That that's where I'm at with that. So I don't have any information on Shakur.
No. I wouldn't ask you to do that. I mean, I wouldn't ask you to drop the. I wouldn't ask you to do that. You know what I mean? I know. You know, you're in close relations. I'm just saying. You think which way would you which way would you rather go? Not speaking for him. Which way would you rather go? Would you rather go Golden Boy, Eddie Hearn, or Floyd, PBC? What would you rather do?
You know, I couldn't say because I don't know what offers are on the table. You know, if I knew, you know, the particulars and you know and what Shakur's looking for and what they have on the table, then I could have something to say about it. But I have nothing. I have nothing to say about that at all.
I think they all got their pros and their cons, though, right? I mean, I think if you go with Floyd, you're looking at potentially finding a big payday, but it's also going to be always some back and forth between Floyd and that fighter. If you go Eddie Hearns, you know, Eddie Hearns gets to control every narrative, and when you come out and say something, it's the world against you versus your word against Eddie Hearns. And then when you look at Golden Boy, I don't know, man. Oscar, he mean well most times, and then he'll just drop the ball, man. So it's like Shakur got a lot to think about. I wish him the best of luck. I do wish him the best of luck. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. We're gonna get into the Twitter stuff in 1 second, but here's the thing. Where Eddie Hearn is out of all of the promoters, Eddie is the most entertaining. He's the most colorful. He's the one that's gonna be out there cracking jokes, doing all the things. He's the liaison to people looking at you. He can put you in a fight overseas in a great big arena. He can do that. Now, for him as an opponent, the guys that he's looking for, Eddie doesn't have none of them. And the question is, could he go to Eddie and still get those fights? I don't know. Now, with Golden Boy, of course, we all know if he go to Golden Boy, he wants William Cepeda. He wants William Cepeda, which is a fight that I'm sure that we will all love, and it'll be a good fight for us to see. Now, Florida PBC, you know what fight is on that side. Gervonta Tank Davis. And I do not believe you can make a Gervonta Tank Davis fight with anybody other than them. See what I'm saying? Because Tank, listen, people complain about Tank, his resume, this, that, and the third. But right now, Tank is in a space where he can do whatever he want to do. That's just the position he's in. He can do whatever he want to do. And I'm pretty sure if you're not with somebody that's able to do business with them, it's going to be extremely difficult. What you about to say, Coach?
Yeah, I think you kind of said something against something. You talked against what you just said. You said that if they don't sign with PBC, that they're not going to get the Tank fight. But then you turn around and say, okay, then you turn around and say, Tank could do whatever he want to do. Which one is it? Which one is it?
They're going to do whatever Tank want to do. What I'm saying is.
So I mean, so he it can be against somebody that's not with PBC.
It can happen.
Because Tank.
You're right. What I'm saying is this: it can happen. It can happen, but the level of difficulty probably increases.
I'm just being honest. If Tank can do whatever he want to do, it should be no difficulty at all.
So you think he should be able to?
I mean, that's what you said.
I'm asking you a question.
If Tank could do whatever he want to do, there should be no difficulty at all.
Okay. Well, Oscar was able to get a fight done with him. Eddie has not. Bob, they look like, I don't know if they're saying this Lomachenko fight is a done deal. This would be Bob's first fight with him. Right?
Yeah, if you really want that fight, like I said, it's pros and cons to everything. If you really want that fight, you either got to sign with them or you got to, go the Golden Boy route. Because Golden Boy has been successful.
Like I said, Tank has done fights with Golden Boy. He did the Ryan fight with Golden Boy. If he's fighting Lomachenko, that means he's doing it with top rank. I'm just saying, man. I'm not telling the man where to go. I'm not saying where to go, which way the wind blow. I'm just saying what fights are probably on the table at each location.
So you think Shakur and Williams Cepeda, you think that's the next one? I
would love that fight. I would love and Oscar put it out there that the only way for that fight to happen, he got to sign with Golden Boy. Oscar tweeted that.
So let me just ask y'all this. If he don't sign with Golden Boy, who's Shakur's next fight?
Depends on who he signed with.
I
Everything will
feel
come down with who he signed with.
Yeah, and I hate that boxing has come to that. I really do. I really hate that. That's what it boils down to. And I wish it was just it didn't matter who you signed to, you could still do what you do. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
listen. You never know, man. Like don't leave out the wild card with the guy out in Saudi Arabia. He might pull a move. You know what I'm saying? He's very much in play for. He's very much in play for whoever. So he has a way of making fights happen too. So I mean, I don't know. He do got a lot to think about. I just wish him the best. I didn't like all the unnecessary corny stuff that came out of, the way they came at him. All these other people allowed to go on Twitter rants, and then everybody act like the sky's falling because he was shooting back. I didn't dig that. You know what I mean? If you gonna go on your platform and say something about somebody, he has the right to respond. How he respond is up to him. And then everybody trying to tell him how to respond. We don't do that with nobody else. All these other people go on these outlandish rants, but we act like it was so god awful that he did it. Like, come on, bro. And like I said, with Cam and them, I'm just me personally. I have nothing against Cam and Mace. Like they showed, like them. I'm just tired of seeing OGs going back and forth with young athletes. Leave these youngins alone.
Well, the way I look at it is this. I mean, they're making money doing what they do, and what they do is they clown people. If y'all watch, that's what
That's
they
true.
do. That's their job, is to clown people, and that's what they're doing. And I mean, if you want to, what people call now, they clap back. You can clap back, and if they keep clapping back, guess what? It's going to have the public watch that show more, and also guess what? It up your it up your value also, because whether it's negative or positive, the people talking about you. I mean, it's been going on 2 weeks now. Every day somebody talking about Shakur. Every single day on these platforms, every single day. So hey.
Yep. And to the point that we forgot about this week was supposed to be the Mike Tyson Jake Paul joint, but he fighting I don't know who this guy Jake fighting this week.
Man,
But the thing about that card is they moved the Amanda Serrano Katie Taylor fight.
it was supposed to be this weekend, right?
Right.
Yeah, but once they moved it, I don't care about this card no more, bro.
Yeah, I don't care about now. I ain't trying to disrespect. Julio Cesar Chavez is fighting Uriah Hall. Shadasia Green makes her come back on that card.
That's what's up.
Eesh.
Yeah, man. I stopped. That's the only
that
reason
killed the card, man.
Yeah,
I mean, listen.
facts.
Once you lost the Katie Taylor Serrano fight, that killed the card. I'm sorry, Jake. That killed it for me.
Yeah,
I was still interested in the card for them.
Just for them only. I like even his last couple cards. I only been trying to watch the women's championship fight, and then we at the bar. So if the fight's still on, whatever. But once they said that fight not happening, I don't care about that card, bro.
I'm gonna say this, Coach. I don't know if y'all agree with me. Is it me? I know Clarissa got the fight coming up with the heavyweight, which I'm definitely going to tap in for that. That's in 2 weeks. But is it me because of the way things are happening? Is the women's game starting to drop a little bit? Do they need a spark?
It's not that they need a spark. They need publicity, man. And to be honest, they're not getting the same push as the men are getting. That's the only problem that you have right there. And the reason and we go back and forth about WNBA all the time. I'm going to just make this example. When we started seeing more and more tweets, more and more videos, more and more TikToks of the WNBA stuff, and it started popping up on people's feeds, you see people start talking about it more. When you ask the average consumer when the last time they seen a Shadasia Green or Amanda Serrano or Heather Hardy or whoever, Clarissa Shields, you ask someone the last time they seen something from TikTok or anything, it's hard for them to see that. They don't see it a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest issue. The spark that's needed is more social media involvement on the women's side of boxing.
What do you think, Coach?
Well, I can't speak too much on him because seen any top women box each other recently. I mean, who's the top women that have competed against each other? Now, when they were competing against each other last year, hey, they were outdoing the men for a second.
Exactly.
But now
Exactly.
the Clarissa is going up to heavyweight. She's boxing a girl I never heard of before. I don't know who. I don't know if you guys have heard of this young lady before, but never heard of her. I think that I don't I think that this fight would never happen, her and Bumgardner, that would be, if you remember Bumgardner was talking about going to 147 or whatever, and Clarissa.
Yeah.
But if that, hey, I think people would be more interested in something like that, even though it's such a huge weight difference. Now that Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, I think, when that comes, people are gonna be interested in
Yeah.
that fight. When
But
you have
it,
fights like that, that's when
yeah.
the women boxing is making money.
Yeah,
But
coach,
they pushed that. They don't push that back to December now.
but they not pushing it right. And what I mean by pushing it is you supposed to have, what's hot right now. You know that the next Indiana Fever Chicago Sky game gonna go crazy. Get Alicia Baumgartner there. Get the camera on her so that people can see her. Get her at one of the
Nah, they don't
preliminaries
have.
that's going on.
Her and Clarissa don't have so many dust ups. It's a shame.
No, but what I'm saying is this, bro. You gotta put them girls on the map where everybody can see them. You can't just say their name on ESPN once or twice and that's it. You gotta put them somewhere. Every single time when Sage Steele and all them first started coming aboard, how did we know them? They were on a platform where we saw all of our favorite players and everything. And we started to say, who is that person? If you don't do that, how are we ever going to know who these people are?
Yeah, but
I
these on a WNBA note, these women that these rookies that just came in, I mean, this rookie class has been like no other rookie class in the WNBA. These girls, yes, these women are. I think these women they've shown that that they deserve the publicity. I mean, look at what's the girl named Reese. She's got the most consecutive double doubles in they're putting in the work. They're showing that they're good. Um, and it's bringing notoriety to the other girls that's good because somebody's going to watch Caitlin. What's her name? Caitlin, whatever her last name
Clark,
is.
Kayla Clark.
Somebody's watching her. Then they see another girl on another team that's doing something like, "Oh man, who is this?" So this is how it spreads. The notoriety spreads because you're watching the Caitlin Clark or the Reese girl, and when they're playing, AJ, what's the name? AJ, what's the name? What's the last name?
Oh, I'm gonna get to her. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it. I
yeah.
got her. I'm about to get
Okay,
to her.
her. So
I'm
I
about to get
mean,
to her.
she's been dominating for some years now. But guess what? It's even bringing her out. These young kids. I'm telling you, it's giving her more notoriety because of this young rookie class.
And that's the problem I
She's
got
been
right
playing
there.
good.
That's the
Go ahead.
problem I got right there. That's my problem right there. Somebody as dominant as her, like right now, she is by far. Nobody in the league is nowhere near her right now. By far, she is her. She is her. She just got when they at the ESPYs the other night. She just got WNBA Player of the Year, Woman of the Year, and she couldn't even get a segment on one of the ESPN shows or Undisputed. They ain't even give her a segment. Come on, bro. She can't get a mention. I mean, y'all, if we talking about WNBA on these shows now, it can't just be Clark Reese. It can, like if somebody who clear like right now what Aja Wilson is doing is unprecedented. This has never been done in the history of the league. You know what I mean? And if she finished this year with a championship, if she finished this year,
you gotta start talking GOAT status.
you got to start putting her in the GOAT conversation already. If she finished this year with a chip, you got to start putting her in the GOAT conversation.
Yes, I think she's already in that conversation. I was watching Sports Center last night, and They were talking about she did something the other day that's never been done before. But what I'm saying is this, okay? If it weren't for that rookie class that came in, whether you're speaking to Caitlin Clark or Reese or the great rookie class that came in, she wouldn't be getting the notoriety that she's getting as great as she's playing. I mean, she's good. She like you said, she's probably the best player. She's showing that she's the best player they ever played. But she would if it wasn't for those young kids, the people wouldn't watch. They wouldn't be watching.
I'm gonna take that back.
yeah.
Hold on. I'm got you too. Now, one pushback I'm gonna give you about that, coach, is this. Last year, she did have people like Usher, Tom Brady, and LeBron's company picked her up as her sponsor. Like, so that's who got her the shoe deal and all that. Clutch Sports got her them commercials and them shoe deals. So she was starting the twin. Yeah. Oh, come back here. She was starting to come back here, coach. She was starting the trend, but I get it, no doubt. This rookie class is. Listen. No doubt. The impact of this rookie class, led by Caitlin Clark, blew the doors open. That can't be denied. It did.
I'm not debating that. What I'm saying is there are so many intricate pieces that are involved with this, right? Like, folks forget, like, just last year, Steph Curry and Sabrina had a 3-point shootout at the NBA jump, which got people saying, if Shorty's shooting like this, she only missed 4 shots. Steph Curry only missed 1 shot. They like, oh, Shorty can shoot like that. And then the conversation of, well, it's another Joan in college. She about to come to the WNBA next year. It's about to be a blah, 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 blah. Like, there's so many intricate pieces to that. And I think that is very disingenuous for ESPN and other sports writers to, like, only talk about the one girl who has never won a championship in the NCAA, another girl who is having a very, very difficult time at the rim, even though she's doing what she's doing. And there's so many other pieces that are in the WNBA that are doing phenomenal right now. It's just like, why are we only talking about these 2 girls? It's crazy to me.
AKA, you had said something and I lost connection. You're talking about people's,
what I'm saying is, last year, when they was on their way to repeat again, like people like Tom Brady, Usher, and all them, LeBron and them started coming to Aja's game. So she was starting the trend last year. Yeah. This year with the extra eyes, because of what the rookie class brought in, now everybody's locked in and saying it's clear cut. She is her.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But you know what the thing about it is this: the NBA players, they've always supported the women's program. I mean, they've always done it. But I think to this extent, with this, this is the most highly rated rookie class. And I'm not just talking about Caitlin Clark. I'm talking about all of them, all them young girls that came. And then you got this one girl. She didn't even come out. Juju White. Yeah. I mean, hey, they're making a big case for to watch women's sports.
I got a question though. They say Angel and Caitlin are Bird and Magic. They're saying Juju is Jordan. If that's the case, down. So let me ask you something. If that's the case, who is Oscar then?
You know what? Oscar is going to be a combination of, and just for the sake of the conversation, they're going to put Paige in that conversation because they can't wait for Paige to come out.
Who's Aja? If that's Jordan, that's Bird, that's Magic.
Oh, you said Aja.
Wilson is who? Aja Wilson is who?
Well, first of all, she's GOAT. She's Wilt, she's Bill, she's whoever that came before them. She's cemented. She's in the record book. Like, she's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. If that's the case, it don't matter what they do. Asia is setting the precedence for everybody else, right? And the best part about Juju can watch these rookies do what they do, and then she got a whole another year. It's her senior year, and then she's gonna come out and blow the doors off.
All right, let's get to this topic. I know this one gonna really get us cooking. All right. ever since Cam Newton and people saying they don't pay attention to Cam show. Every time Cam say something, it goes viral, and they go on these shows and talk about it for weeks. So now they don't dwindle it down now to who's the top 4 quarterbacks in the NFC, right? And the biggest pushback came back to they say everybody on their list had Matthew Stafford number 1, Jared Goff number 2, had Dak number 3, and Brock Purdy number 4. That's where a lot of things got sticky. So what do y'all think about that list before I go into what I gotta get into?
Well, you already know. I think Brock Purdy, he's number 1. He's number 1.
Brock Purdy's number 1?
Yes, in the NFC.
Over Stafford and Goff?
Hey, yes. Did he take his team to the Super Bowl?
His team took him to the
ring.
Super Bowl. What you mean? Man
No.
got a ring.
No, who went to the Super Bowl? This
Last year, Brock Purdy.
I'm talking about now. Okay,
Brock
well, he's
Brock
number
took him to the
1.
Super Bowl, man. Brock's team took him to the Super Bowl.
Exactly. So he's number 1.
Nah.
No. Let him cook. Let him cook. Go ahead.
Okay. And you know I got to go number 2, my man, even though, you know, he get a lot of hate. He get a lot of hate, but you look at his stats. You look at his stats. Dak, he get a lot of hate, but hopefully this year he, the team comes together because it ain't only about the quarterback.
Oh, don't start that.
Because I'm telling you, the defense let them down in that last playoff game.
They all let each other down.
Yeah.
Everybody fell apart. Including him.
The defense didn't play. The defense didn't play like they played.
Okay,
I'm telling you, they didn't play like they played. That was the worst game they played last season.
That's the worst game they played in 3 years.
Huh?
That's the worst game they played in 3 years.
And it's good. It's good to get some new blood in there. Get that. Let what's the name go to your team.
Who let who go?
They let the coach go to your team. You know your team.
We owe that man. We did him dirty, but that's okay.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. The 4 in the NFC East, and everybody always got issue with what I say.
Not the NFC East, the NFC.
No, that's what I'm saying. The NFC is Dak, is Jalen, is Matthew, is Jared. That's it. Hey, I don't know why y'all keep putting Brock up there. Brock got this super souped up team, and the team always taking him somewhere. Nah, you can do that. You can do that. First of all, Matt got a ring. Jalen done been to the Super Bowl too, so that already negates that. Dak got his numbers. Like Dak is doing his thing. We ain't even gonna pretend. And then you got Jared there, who's just now bumped whoever's in 4th place out of there because he's about to show you what he can do for this year and next year.
Jared Goff? Are you talking about Jared Goff?
I'm talking about Jared Goff. Yes. You think Jared Goff? You think?
Let me know when I can go.
Jared Goff. You think Brock? I'm asking you a question. Is Brock Purdy better than Jared Goff?
I got Jared. I don't have a problem with number 1 or number 2. I agree. Matthew Stafford body of work and Jared Goff body of work should be 1 and 2. I'm not disputing that. They are 1 and 2.
Right. Then you got Dak and Jalen. That's it. That's 3 and 4. It's over. You can put them however 4 you want to put them. When y'all put Brock Purdy up there, bro,
I got Brock Purdy.
That's the worst participation trophy ever, bro.
I got Brock Purdy number 3. I got Jalen number 4. I got Dak number 5.
Bro, get Brock out of it. Bro, you could go in quarterback for the 49ers.
No.
Me, you, and Coach Hahn could be QB1, QB2,
Listen to me.
and QB3 right now. They still go to the Super Bowl.
Listen to me. We have watched, we watched multiple people, with teams that are deeply talented and they mess it up. It ain't about talent. It's you as a player knowing what to do with the pieces around you. And Brock has did that. He's done that. There have been many games where such and such wasn't there. This person wasn't there. That person wasn't there. And he was able to manage. Brock Purdy drove his team down the field. They scored the field goal that should have won the Super Bowl. The only problem he had was that curly-haired boy from Kansas City was on the other side. Other than that, Brock Purdy would have a ring right now. Jalen Hurts would have a ring right now if it wasn't for Patrick.
Sound like the NFC just not as good as the AFC to me.
Nobody's good as Patrick. Y'all can anybody in the AFC beat Patrick?
I'm just saying. I just think that
who can beat Patrick? No. Because the way you said that, the NFC ain't nobody in the AFC beating them. Who beating them?
He gonna have to come. Who is
Patrick?
He gonna have to lose to us in the championship round. That's what's gonna have to happen. That's the only way he's not getting the ring next year is if he loses to us in the championship round.
Because we all know he's gonna be there, right? We all know he's gonna be in
we
the
know
NFC
he's gonna be there.
game, right?
Yeah, we know he's gonna be there. We know he's gonna be there. My man also 1-for-1 in AFC championship rounds when the whole team is healthy. My man 1-for-1. You know what I'm saying? My man was healthy and his squad was healthy. And guess what we did? We went to the AFC championship game. This is the first time that the whole team has been healthy and that he's been healthy long enough. We cool with that.
You talking about Baltimore?
Yeah.
You talking about Lamar Jackson?
Look, health is wealth. Health is wealth. This is the first time any Baltimore Ravens fan will tell you since Lamar Jackson has been on the team. This is the first time we've had a healthy team. The past 2 years, our defense been struggling to stay healthy. We ain't never had no wide receivers. We got an offensive guard go down, and then Lamar go down. This year we healthy. Guess what? We go all the way to the AFC Championship game, and you know what happened.
You ran into the sheriff.
Yeah,
he ran into the sheriff.
Well, the sheriff is not. We're gonna go another way with that, but we're gonna see what happens these next couple years. I hope that Mahomes stay healthy. I hope that Lamar stay healthy.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do, because here's the problem. If let's say we go next year, right? We go to AFC Championship game and your boy not healthy, right? And then we beat them, and then we beat whoever we win the Super Bowl. That's an asterisk right there.
Man, ain't no asterisk. No. They ain't no asterisk. You play who on the field.
Yeah, but Pat wasn't
playing. Whoever on the field.
That's a crazy asterisk right there. Pat wasn't.
Hey, man, ain't no crazy asterisk. Listen, man, if I get a chip, I don't care what happened to nobody. I don't care who wasn't there. I don't care who was there. I don't care if their cousin, aunt. I got a chip. Do something about that. Whenever I look at my trophy case, that thing's sitting there. I don't care who say what. Y'all can talk about the actress. I'm not.
Nah, I feel that. But I just think that Brock Purdy, he's not whatever y'all think he is, bro. He's not that, bro. I think Brock Purdy is in an unfair situation, bro. What do you want me to do? Now, I get. Now, how I got here is because Jimmy got hurt. Then the backup got hurt. No, first Trey went down. Then Jimmy went down. They threw me on the field. What I'm supposed to do? I got on the field and I kept winning. Then I came back next year and I kept winning. That's not the problem. But
is that not what happened though? Hold on.
That is what happened. That's what happened.
Was Jimmy and Trey not struggling with this same team?
I wouldn't say struggling. I say
they were 4-4. They were 4-4.
First of all, Trey, I don't know what y'all see in Trey. I never saw nothing in Trey, but that's just a whole nother conversation for another day. Jimmy is the only one.
49ers drafted him.
Yeah, but Jimmy's the one that disappointed me at that time. You know what I'm saying? He goes down.
Were they struggling?
Yeah, they were struggling.
Okay.
Listen. We saw it this last season, right? We saw what the 49ers did. We saw trade deadline, all that. We saw what they was doing. They was doing everything in their power to get the best of the best of the best of the best. We saw what was going on, right?
Right.
All I'm saying is I'm tired of people giving Brock the accolades that they should be giving the team. The team did that, bro. The team did that. And then we say what happened when you play against a real defense. He couldn't do nothing. 4 interceptions. Get out of here. Knock it off.
Bro. But what I'm saying is this. He got to the bowl, right?
His team got to the bowl, yeah.
Okay, well, they went to overtime, right?
Yeah. His team went to overtime.
They drove the length of the field.
He drove the length of the field. Yep.
Fine.
His team kicked the field goal.
Wait a minute. Hold on, sir. We're in overtime of the Super Bowl, and his team is winning. The only thing this all-world defense got to do is get Patrick Mahomes off the field, and Brock got a chip.
Right.
What happened?
They didn't do that.
Matter of fact, Andy had him in 4th down twice.
So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight.
Had him in 4th down 2 times.
So Coach Ron, listen to this. So Brock took his team to the Super Bowl, but his team let him down in the Super Bowl. Is what you're saying, right?
I didn't say let him down.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying his only job is this. They got the ball first in overtime, right? He put points on the board.
No.
In overtime,
field goal. It wasn't a touchdown. It was field goal.
I get that part. They did score, right? He didn't go 3 and out. He didn't choke. He didn't throw a pick. He put points on the board. At this point right now, I'm on the sideline, comfy, cozy. The only thing they got to do is stop Patrick Mahomes from scoring in one drive, and we Super Bowl champions. Is that fact or fiction?
No, it's fact. It's fact.
And we ain't got nothing bad to say about Brock Purdy.
Hey, man, and we're going to agree to disagree right there. Agree, disagree right there. You telling me Brock's so good that he just set his team up for a field goal? If Brock really was that good, he would have scored that touchdown, man.
It's overtime in the Super Bowl, though. It's overtime in the bowl, bro.
Right. You tell if he goes down there and scores that touchdown, I have no issues with that. He gets him in the field goal range, so his team can do what his team has been doing.
I think what happened on that drive, something happened on like the second or third down where they got like somebody caught the ball and a fumble, they end up being like in a bad predicament.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't nothing he did that he had to settle for the field goal.
We just gonna say it like this, man. I'm looking at them 4 guys, right? I'm looking at Jared Goff, I'm looking at Matt Stafford, I'm looking at Dak Prescott, I'm looking at Jalen Hurts. Them the guys right there. I do not care. Those the guys in the NFC. That's your guys. Brock Purdy, he can sit down. He just be humble, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your team got you there. You be cool with it, bro.
His team got him there, bro.
His team got him there, bro. His team got him there. That next y'all gonna be telling me Steve Kerr led the Bulls to the finals or something, bro. I'm not trying to hear that.
Who's the leader of the team?
Man, Christian McCaffrey, at least.
Oh, he's the leader of the team.
Yeah, but he came over there. Listen, I'm
just wondering who the leader of the. Okay,
Christian McCaffrey left as the man on his other team, came over there and was still the man.
So who's the leaders of the Baltimore? Who's the leader of the team for the Baltimore? Your team?
Oh, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is our leader.
What? He's the quarterback.
No. He's the leader. He does everything. The boy rushed for everything. The boy done caught his own pass in the playoffs before. Like what we talk about. Let me
put it this way then. Who's the point guard of the who's the point guard of the team of San Francisco?
No, I get what you're saying, right?
Okay.
You're trying to make me somehow put Brock and Lamar in the same category, and it won't happen.
Brock but you understand what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying, but here's the difference. Here's the difference. When we need yards, right? Lamar don't have to throw it for us to get yards. When we need a play to happen, Lamar can use all of his attributes on offense to get something done. I'm watching Brock Purdy go against us. Brock Purdy could not do a damn thing with us.
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes I'm gonna tell you one thing about Brock Purdy. What impressed me about Brock Purdy? What impressed me about him is that he doesn't panic.
I'm gonna tell you this.
I watched him. We played against him. I'm like, this dude is something else. He does not panic.
What are you gonna panic?
He's a young kid.
What's good, Brett? What's up, bro?
And he's a young kid.
So how did they do against Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens?
We're talking about the Super Bowl, though.
No, he said Brock Purdy.
Check this out, though. My point, he's trying to say Brock Purdy is this, that, and the third. I'm talking about Brock Purdy was in the Super Bowl. I ain't talking about nothing else. He's in the Super Bowl. They went to overtime. He drove the length of the field. His team was up by a field goal. And he's sitting on the sideline.
Didn't do what he was supposed to do.
No, don't say the real quarterback because he's the quarterback. He's
not.
Pat is one of one.
I thought you were saying that Brock is a quarterback.
No, Pat is one of one. We're gonna start something else when we do these sports talk. We don't mention Patrick Mahomes with nobody else. When we talk about Pat, we don't talk about nobody else. It's him. So we're not talking about him right now. Pat is one of one.
All right, so let's talk about who. So let's talk about the fact that your boy Brock Purdy, right? You want him to be this great thing.
What do you want from him?
Listen, I told you what I wanted from him.
Hey, Coach Zeus, I want to tell you, I'm not a Brock Purdy fan. But we done played against him, and he makes me upset because he's so patient, man. This dude is so patient.
Brock Purdy, right, is Kirk Cousins if Kirk Cousins has a squad. That's what Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
How?
That's what Brock
Kirk Cousins has never won like this. What are you talking about?
Kirk Cousins has never had a squad neither. I watched him.
Kirk Cousins didn't have a squad? Hold on.
Never had a squad.
Hold on, stop for a minute. Stop. Wait a minute. So you telling me Kirk Cousins didn't have Allen Thielen, Stephon Diggs, and Dalvin Cook, and T.J. Hawkinson? Are you out your mind?
He did. We ain't gonna go about that, right? We're gonna let that rock high rock. We're gonna let it sit there and sizzle in your spirit because the two things that you're not talking about. We're not talking about that offensive line, and I love how y'all just negate like that offensive line was cooking like hot grease. It wasn't. Your boy Brock Purdy got a great line. He got a great defense. He got a great wide receiver core. He got a great running back. He got a great coach. He got a great everything. He's doing what he's supposed to do. I'm not about to give nobody brownie points for doing what they're supposed to do. That's like me giving y'all. That's like me giving y'all brownie points for doing what y'all supposed to do. I can't do that. Coach Ron, you want me to give you a pat on the back every time you go to the gym to train somebody? That's what you're supposed to do.
I'm just saying this. No, I'm just saying this. But look, the other two quarterbacks that they had the same situation, and it wasn't working. It wasn't working.
I think that when you put Brock Purdy in, right? You put a guy in and you say, hey guys, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We still got a chance, but there's no pressure because we got this guy out here. So just go out there, hang loose, no pressure, do what y'all do. And they go back to winning because all the pressure is taken off them because they're not even expecting to do too much.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell y'all something?
Everybody hit the Brock Purdy now.
How they hip to him? He just his last game was the Super Bowl.
No, I'm just saying, no, they're hip to it.
Make it make sense. The last game he played with the Super Bowl. Make it make sense.
AFC got Brock Purdy number. The best AFC team.
That's fine. His last game he played was the Super Bowl. The last game he suited up and put a helmet on was the Super Bowl. So how you got his number if he was in the bowl?
That's cool because the AFC.
He wasn't the reason they got there.
Right, the AFC not tripping off Brock.
Yeah,
if we go see Brock in the
Super Bowl, your question. So stop for a minute. Right, when they give you 38 pass attempts in the Super Bowl, that means you got the keys to the car. I gave you the keys to the car. He didn't throw 20 passes. He threw 38 of them.
Okay.
You want to read McCaffrey's numbers?
What did McCaffrey do in that Super Bowl? He had 22 carries for 80 yards.
Yeah, and that's why he had 38 pass attempts. That man couldn't get nowhere. He couldn't go nowhere. 22 attempts for 80 yards. He couldn't get nowhere. That's why he threw 38 times.
So that means hold on.
Quarterback. What you just did, you gave credit to the quarterback.
No, because hold on. First of all, we talking about a 1-of-1. Y'all talking about all these extemporaneous circumstances. Kansas City, we knew they was going to win. I told AK that before all that. We had a whole conversation about who go to the Super Bowl. I said it's either going to be Ravens or it's going to be the Chiefs. And I said whoever go, they winning it. Ain't nobody in the NFC seeing us. We proved that this whole season.
What did Baltimore do against Kansas City?
No, we lost to Kansas City, but what did we do against Brock Purdy? What did we do against Brock Purdy?
Against Kansas City.
Yeah, but what did we do against?
Wait a minute, coach. Did you say they had a defensive breakdown?
No.
Are you blaming the defense for that game?
No, I said mental breakdown. I said we had mental breakdowns in that game.
That's one thing about Brock Purdy. Listen. You would not get a mental breakdown from Brock Purdy.
Hey, Coach Ron, you know what's funny? We're talking about Brock Purdy, but you asking us about what the Ravens did with the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ask us about what we did about.
Because I'm asking you that because what did you just say? You said they had a mental breakdown.
What we did about Brock Purdy, though.
I'm saying that Purdy will not have a mental breakdown.
Right. This something. Hold on, Zeus. This something you ain't that I forgot about, right?
What?
I forgot about the first drive of the game. They was in scoring position and Chris McCaffrey fumbled.
Okay.
And he lost the fumble. Then another dude. Then another another running back fumble. So their two turnovers. None of their turnovers had nothing to do with Brock Purdy. And he still was in overtime. Stop. Let me finish. So he had to overcome two turnovers by two running backs.
We having two different conversations now.
What do we have?
AK, me and you talking about the Super Bowl. Ron is talking about how good Brock Purdy was, but when me and Britt asked him about what happened with the Ravens, he keeps subsiding to when else was we supposed to play him again? We only see him one time.
Everybody's not going to have a perfect game for 16 games, man. Come on,
right?
dude.
But you can't have. So throwing four interceptions is cool. You cool with throwing 4 interceptions, though, right? You cool with that, right?
What's that? He don't throw a lot of interceptions.
Brock Purdy threw 4 interceptions against us. He threw 4 interceptions.
You're right. Now listen what you just said. He threw 4 that night, right? That's a fact.
Yeah.
He threw 4 that night, right? He only threw 11 for the entire season.
Right. And that's
so. Listen. I want you. What I'm saying to you is this: for 16 of the regular season games, he only threw 7 interceptions for the entire season.
How many he throw against y'all?
Never. He don't never throw interceptions against us.
Oh, well, I mean that. So that just goes to show sometimes teams just don't be good enough to bring out the whoever Brock Purdy is. When you playing a team that you can just do what you want, you can look like however you want.
Right. But through
when
it
you
all,
play a
though,
team that
went to
makes
the
you
Super
buckle
Bowl.
down,
He went to the Super Bowl.
but through that disaster, right? Through that disaster, he shook it off and went to the bowl.
that's cool. And
He
we
went to
lost
the bowl.
and we
Went
were
to the
supposed to win the
bowl.
bowl, but we lost to the guys that won the bowl. So I get what you're saying.
Y'all both lost to the guys that lost to the bowl.
I
They both lost to the guy who won the bowl.
I wish we was in the NFC this year. We'd have seen them again. What you mean? Like, what are we talking about, bro?
And then you'd have got there and lost to Kansas City. You still wouldn't have got it.
And guess what? I'm cool with that because I'm not cool with the idea that y'all keep
You're not going
Brock
platinum.
Purdy is this.
You are
Brock
not going
Purdy is
platinum.
this great guy. He's not. Brock Purdy not going
Hold
platinum.
on,
That's what it is.
Let me say something, though, Zeus. Hold on, AK. History shows that every time Baltimore make it to the Super Bowl, what we do?
Yeah, get there though, cuz. You've been there.
No, I asked you a question, AK.
What you been there 3 times in 50 years? What you want us to do?
History shows every time Baltimore make it to the Super Bowl, we do what?
Okay. From
We're
2000.
not talking bad about Baltimore. We're talking about Brock Purdy.
How, bro? I mean, you act like y'all go on a regular or something, bro. I ain't trying to dish you. But you act like you go on a regular.
Did it get quiet?
Hey, Britt, you know how I go, bro. Look, bottom
You
line.
act like you go on a regular or something, though.
Britt, let me ask you this. Hold on, Britt. Let me ask you this. Is Brock Purdy?
Ain't the Ravens an expansion team? How long we been in the league? All them teams been longer than us.
Hold on. Stop that.
See, y'all going too far from the conversation.
No. Because you know who you really are, right? So don't do that.
Nah, don't do that.
You know who you really are, right? So don't do that. Don't do that.
Look.
Because you got the Baltimore and changed your name. No, you got the Baltimore and changed your name. You know who you really are, right?
Look. Hey,
you got the Baltimore and changed your name. You know who you really are. Stop that.
Look. Let's get back to the conversation, man. hey, Britt, is Brock Purdy a top 4 quarterback in the NFC?
Not at all. They know that.
He's not top 4 in the NFC. He's not top 4 in the NFC.
He's not. He's not. I wouldn't even give you that.
He's not. AK, what are you talking about?
Get him out of here, man.
He's not.
Let me express this because I know this Coach Ryan ain't gonna like this. Listen to me, bro. I love Dak Prescott. Listen to me. I'm gonna say this slow. I love Dak Prescott.
No, you don't.
Listen to me.
No.
Listen to me. Let me finish this.
You don't.
I love Dak Prescott.
No, you do not.
But he's got to find a way to get us over the hump.
You do not love Dak.
Bro. He's had too many meltdowns for me, bro. He's had too many meltdowns for me. What do you want me to do? He's like your child. Listen. Dak Prescott is like your child. Listen to me. He's like your child. No matter how much he mess up, you always gonna love him.
But he don't want to answer nobody else's questions. I said,
what's my question? What is your question?
Is Brock Purdy better than Dak Prescott? Yes or no?
Right now, yes.
No, he's not.
All right.
No. Here's what we gotta understand, man. AK, he just don't like Dak, right?
It's not against Dak, bro.
Listen,
it's not against Dak.
Okay, I've never seen Tony Romo gets all over the hump either. Where's the? How you feel about Tony Romo?
But you know what though? Here's my thing about this. Here's my caveat for Tony, right? Because Tony ain't never had the teams that Dak has had. But one thing I'm gonna say about Tony, his one moment is this. We didn't lose that game because of Tony Romo. Tony Romo threw the ball to Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant caught it. They said it wasn't a catch. That's not Tony Romo's fault.
Okay.
Listen to me. This is what Tony Romo did. Tony Romo came to the line on 4th down in a divisional round and said, you know what? Forget that handing the ball to Marco Murray. I'm going for the whole chicken. And he put that thing up there to Dez Bryant. He did what he's supposed to do. That moment got took from Tony Romo.
Okay. So you don't look at Tony.
Did I make it up? Am I? Is what I just said true? Is it true?
It's true. So I guess John Kitna and Stephen McGee and Brad Johnson and Drew Bledsoe and Vinny Testaverde and all them, right? You love them, right? You just hate that, but you love them.
What?
You love them, right? We talking about all your other quarterbacks that have been playing.
No, I like them bums.
All right. That's all I need to know. I just need to make sure that it was consistent across the board.
Yeah. I don't hate none of my quarterbacks, but in order for me to give you the total fluff, if you can't get me there, you at least got to get like see Tony Romo. Listen to me. The first time Tony Romo got an official offensive line, we went 12-4. We went to Lambeau Field. They was grinding them up. DeMarco Murray fumbled, not Tony Romo. Then when it all on the line, Tony Romo put the ball where it needed to be. The ref called it a drop. We all know it was a catch. Ain't nothing else I got to say about Tony Romo.
I hear you, man. Dak is a top 4 quarterback in the NFC. Dak is a top 10 quarterback in the
let's look at what. Okay, I'm gonna give you a stat line, right? The last 3 games against the San Francisco 49ers. This is 3 games worth. This is Dak Prescott numbers: 4 interceptions, 4 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions in 3 games. Not 1 game, 3 games. He got 4 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. And 2 of them was playoff.
Yeah, but you know what? You got to see. Every time there's an interception, it doesn't mean it's the quarterback's fault. It does not. I've seen plenty of times where a receiver is doing the wrong route or whatever, and then plus Dallas are doing timing plays. They're not okay. They're doing timing plays, and so not every time is it the quarterback's fault when it's intercepted. It's not.
Have you heard of Brian? Have you heard of Brian Brothers?
Oh man, I see what's going on.
Have you heard of Brian Brothers, Coach Ron? You ever seen Brian Brothers on the Cowboy Show? The guy that break down the film.
No, I don't know him.
You might want. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you one day, right? Go look at some of these film studies that he did, and he worked for the Cowboys. So his job is not to make the Cowboys look bad. That's not what he does. He works for the Cowboys. He works for the Dallas organization. Some of these film studies that you're gonna see, you're gonna be like, "Oh, dang, I ain't even see that."
So you're saying every interception that
no, not every interception.
Okay, that's all I said.
I'm gonna give you a prime example. Remember the play against Green Bay in this playoff game, right? On our second, I think it was our first or second possession when he threw the interception going to Brandon Cooks, right? And everybody's going crazy because we thought Jair Alexander got away with a pull, and it should have been called, right? You remember that play?
I can't remember it.
All right, but here's the part that Brian Brothers brought up. He said, "Yes, we got a legit argument that we can argue that the man got grabbed, but here's what's going to make you sick. Behind Brandon Cooks on a blown coverage, CeeDee Lamb was by himself, and Dak never saw him.
You can't
he
see
never
everything.
saw him.
But you can't see everything, man. He's human.
No,
he's human. You can't see everything.
Coach, the problem is this. They was in the same sight range, except one was just further up the field. They was in the same picture.
If he didn't see him, what can he do? You just said he didn't see him.
Why didn't you see him? Didn't you see him?
Okay, you said he didn't see him.
Who's your number one?
Didn't see him. If you can't,
who's your number one?
What can you do?
Let me ask you a question though.
Who's
your number one? Who's your number one? Who is your number one? What quarterback comes to the line of scrimmage and don't see their number one?
Maybe it was another situation. You don't know.
I get that. But your eyes should never not see CeeDee Lamb.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
But I don't like fussing with Coach. Coach, my man. I don't like fussing with Coach.
Nah, you talking about? I love Dak Prescott.
I do.
You don't love no Dak Prescott.
I do love Dak, man, but I gotta hold him accountable. I'm the mean parent that gotta hold your kids accountable. I gotta hold my kids accountable. What you got going on, Britt? You coming in here a day late, dollar short?
Like you hold Shakur accountable. We ain't gonna go there though.
Like who holds Shakur accountable?
You do.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do. When this is over, I'm gonna send you the film. And this is the only thing I said, bro. Only thing I said, I don't have a problem with what he did. I don't have a problem with the fight. All I said to everybody that don't have a problem with that is this: if they put him in the ring with Tank and the fight goes the exact same way, and the judges give it to Tank anyway, I don't want to hear nobody say nothing about nobody got robbed.
But why would they give it to him? Both of them
Do
champions.
you remember when Ernest Landy lost to Fort Canelo?
Yes. You keep using that example.
No, but because Ernest Landy, because listen, by the way you supposed to judge a fight, Ernest Landy really won the fight.
Right.
He landed more punches.
Okay, so
He landed more punches.
At 135, is both of them going in this fight? Yes or no?
Bro, who's the money man? And you know it, bro.
No,
Stop.
I didn't ask you that, bro.
But what I want you to do is this, bro. I hate to do it. We're not going to overlook the obvious. The obvious is this. We know the money fighters gonna get they're going to get preferential treatment. That's just how it is in all sports. The marquee people get preferential treatment. You're going to have to move. You got to do more than just outland them.
I still got Stevenson outpointing him.
He could.
If
No, I don't see Tank knocking him out. No, I don't see nothing like that. I mean, he definitely has everything he need to beat him. He definitely can. But he said another example was Pernell Whitaker and Julio said, nah, he flat out beat Julio. He flat out dusted Julio that night. That was just the Julio was the man that they wanted to promote because I don't know what else you need to do to beat a man. That night, hey coach,
right,
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what else Pernell could have done to beat that man. He outlanded him. He outworked him. He outpunched him. He out everything him. He wasn't running from so Julio man. He made that man that night.
Why people saying that Tank can't afford to give up rounds against Shakur? Why are people saying that?
Because we all know that he's not going to. That's the party that's going to be the fight. He's not going to get the knockout. That's a given.
No, they're saying he can afford to give up rounds against Shakur because
he's not going to be able to get him out.
Oh my!
Why else would you say that? Why? There's no other reason to make the statement, sir.
No, that's why they saying he can't afford to do that with Shakur.
Right, because they know he's not going to be able to get him out. What am I saying that's crazy?
They said he won't get the win if he do that against Shakur.
Because he's not going to knock him out. Listen to me. If he goes down 6-7, okay. The same fight he fought against Frank Martin. He's down like 6 rounds to none. You're not catching Shakur if you're down 6 rounds to none.
So who wins, AK?
He will. If not, let me ask you something. Do you honestly think Tank is dumb enough to come out on his front foot and just chase Shakur around the ring for 12 rounds?
No.
He absolutely knows he cannot play with Shakur like that.
If he don't get Shakur out early, he loses.
Who can get him out early? Look, bro. Nobody's knocking out Shakur. Let's throw that out the window right now, including Tank. Y'all gonna say, for those that think I'm crazy, you'll see. He's not knocking out Shakur. Stop the foolishness.
Right.
So what's gonna happen is the nuts and bolts of this fight is going to come down to what the two of them are going to do in the meantime.
Right. Right.
Does he open up a little bit more? Does Tank be reclusive a little bit more and box a little bit more? Both of them got to do something different.
No, but I'm hearing people saying Shakur has to do something different to beat Tank.
They both do. Because if Tank comes, listen to me.
Right.
They both do because Shakur is too fast, too smooth for somebody to chase him around the ring and just pin him. You're not going to do that to him. You're not doing that. You're not going to Frank Martin Shakur. You're not going to Frank Martin Shakur. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to Leo Santa Cruz Shakur.
That's not going to go ahead, Coach, because I knew you was about to say something, but I want the Pitbull Cruz fight, him and Shakur.
I love that fight. Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, so what y'all wanted me to say? I wasn't going to say anything. What y'all wanted me to say?
Do you agree with what I'm saying, Coach?
If Tank don't knock out Shakur, there's no way he's gonna beat him. It's not gonna be so and I understand what he's saying. I mean, if you're saying he's not gonna knock him out, guess what? Look, tell me well what fight has Tank,
What up,
just
God?
totally outbox somebody and not knock him out.
Pitbull Cruz.
Huh?
Pitbull Cruz.
And what do people say about that fight?
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know. A lot of people thought Pitbull Cruz won that fight.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cruz didn't win that
people
fight.
say that.
That man ain't win that fight, man.
Well, a lot of people say that. Okay, Pitbull Cruz. Y'all want to see that fight? Look, he's not on the level of Shakur. And
that's a good fight to take, though, Coach.
Shakur, like Shakur said, Shakur would take any fight. He'll take any of them. But
good fight right
remember, who's the one that turned that fight down? Because that fight was offered to him.
Absolutely.
Okay, and he turned it down, and he came up with some excuse. And I'm gonna tell you, this is an excuse all of them gonna make. Every last one of them, not every last one of them. They're gonna make the excuse that what the fans and haters are saying. He's boring, or he's running. That's the excuse they're gonna. That's the excuse they're gonna use to not fight him. I'm telling you, that's the excuse. And I said every last one of them, every last one of them, not excluding any of them.
Mm.
So guess what? You ain't gonna see the fight. You ain't gonna see the fight that you want to see because of that excuse.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Coach Skinny gonna say, "Oh yeah, we don't want to take that fight because he gonna run all night." Nigga, I don't want to hear that. Cut the ring off. Cut the ring off. Nobody wants to choose nobody around the ring. This nigga Shakur don't even throw punches.
Well, you don't want to see the fight. You don't want to see the fight, and they're gonna use that excuse, and the fight ain't gonna happen. So move on. Save your energy.
Hey, what you say, Coach? Move around there.
Oh, man.
Only people who know the sweet science of boxing, real fans messing with Shakur. Everybody else want to see a knockout, which is cool. I ain't mad at that. You can't tell me this man is not great because he don't box how y'all want him to box. They mad at
Hey, look, check this out. Look, this is a funny thing. People say, I don't want to see it. Guess what? They the first one tuning in when the fight happened.
Right.
I don't want to see it. They the first one. Hey.
But he born. He born to you. I like boxing. He born to you. You never want to see Shakur fight again. Man, you just saying stuff, bro. Like you said, Coach, he'll be tuned in.
I'm letting y'all cook, man. This ain't even for me. This ain't for me. Y'all go ahead and go off. This ain't even for me. You hear me? You hear me?
AK, it ain't for you because I be hearing you say certain things like, look, I feel like this. Shakur, he can win that fight regardless. I don't care what everybody coming up with. He can win.
Yes, he can. I gave my stipulation. All I gave was a stipulation. I want to see the fight. I want to see the fight. Listen to me. I want to see the fight. So I'm one of the fans that want to see whatever need to happen for it to come to fruition. I want to see the fight because I'm intrigued by the fight. Some fights I just want to see the two fighters in the ring, regardless of the result. Sometimes just like when Usyk fought Fury, I just wanted to see the two of them in the ring. I was fascinated about. I wonder how Fury is going to react to somebody that's not standing directly in front of him or somebody not just coming straight to him. I wanted to see it. See what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So some fights, I just want to see I just want whatever need to happen to get the two fighters in the ring because I just want to see this dude in the ring with that dude. Even though, regardless of people saying they knew what was going to happen between Bud and Earl, I had to see the both of them in the ring. I just wanted to see Earl and Bud in the same ring. That matters more to me, man. Shakur won't win, but they'll gank him on the card because they want Tank to win.
Yeah, I don't think this fight is going to happen because like a lot of people say, hey, we don't want to see that fight, and that's the excuse they're going to use. They don't want to see that fight. Oh, he runs. He's boring, and they're not. That's the excuse to get out the fight.
But coach, if they do, coach, if they do make the fight, right, you're gonna have to watch it anyway because everybody gonna tune in to watch Tank, right? Right?
Well, yeah, they like I said, they're gonna watch it anyway. Okay, just they're gonna try to criticize whatever the haters gonna hate. But guess what? Guess what hate do? It makes the boxer great. Watch. In the end, he's gonna be so great because he got so much.
Right. Hey,
I promise you. Watch.
AK, what's so funny is why everybody don't like how me and Coach talk when we talk about Shakur Stevenson. Because it's fact.
Does it matter? Listen, let me say this to you, Britt. Let me say this to everybody. I'm going to stamp this now. Sports talk the other day is mad different. You go to any platform, any sport, you're going to get the most absurd takes, the most absurd views. We go from one end of the spectrum or the other. If you got a knowledge of the game and you feel your way, man, go ahead, homie. Just don't try to impose your thoughts on me. I'm good with it, man. I'm so good on it now, man. Because, like I said, I done seen some of the most extreme stuff on these Twitter rants. Like, I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, you got people that don't know nothing about boxing trying to tell a professional boxer what they should be doing. You ain't have a clue what you talking about. You ain't did one training camp. You ain't did one sparring session. You ain't even ran around the block. You probably eating Twinkies and pizza now. Gonna tell somebody what to do in the ring.
Hey, but was he boring before these last three fights? Was he boring? Was anybody saying that?
Now, no, but I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
That Delisano was just.
They wasn't saying that, man.
Hey, look, listen to me. He's on video. He's on video talking to Bud and Andre Ward, and Bud is telling him to let his hands go more. That's on camera. He put the video up.
So I looked at this. I was at the last fight, and I looked at it on TV.
Right.
What in the world was born about that fight?
I'm not talking about Bud. I'm just saying that Bud was telling him he needed to let his hands go more.
He dominated the dude.
He was up. Yeah,
he dominated the guy.
Crazy,
what is he supposed to do? Look, and then you got people comparing him fighting Frank Martin and what? But guess what? He was the last minute substitute to go against Frank Martin. He had a whole training camp to prepare for Shakur. Okay? Shakur dominated this guy. Shakur boxed beautiful from what I saw on TV.
Me too, bro.
Okay?
Me too.
But people, hey, you just got haters. Okay?
Yeah,
and guess what?
Coach,
like I said, your haters gonna make him great. Coach. I promise you.
Say this, Coach.
Your haters gonna make him great. Listen to me.
Here's what it is.
Look, 15, 20 years from now, y'all gonna say, man, this dude is the greatest.
Right. But hold on. Let me say this, Coach. How you gonna tell me to take risks, but I know how I fight? Oh, I need to. I'm winning by a large margin, and y'all gonna tell me I need to take risks? Come on, bro, make sense, please.
All right. So this is what we're gonna do, man. But tell the people where they can find you, what you got going on.
Well, AK, I'm in Vegas right now. I'm in Vegas right now. Ain't no telling where I'm gonna be next week. If you're on here, I'm gonna tune in on you. Thanks a lot, AK. I appreciate you.
Always, man. Always a pleasure to talk to Coach Ron. You know what I'm saying? Britt, tell the people where they can find you, man.
What's up, man? You can find me at both platforms at Brit_Windows 2. That's Brit_Windows 2. You know, I know the game. I know boxing. I'm a DJ. Come holler at me if you need a
You a
DJ.
DJ? You a
Yes, I'm
DJ?
a DJ, bro. Yeah, yeah.
When
I'm a DJ too.
when
Yep.
when you become a DJ?
About 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I need to put that on my
Okay.
platform. It's all on my platform though, but don't nobody be looking at it. But anyway, that's here or there. But come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? So hit me on my platform. I'll let your boy. I do know boxing, real boxing. Yes, sir. Shout out to
All right,
Cincinnati,
y'all
Ohio.
guys.
My bad. Shout out to Cincinnati, Ohio. Ohio in the building.
All right, man. I'm gonna
Yes,
get
sir.
back at y'all, man. I'm gonna go ahead and tap out. Pleasure talking it up with you guys, man. And
You already
we'll
know,
catch
brother.
y'all later on this week, huh?
I said you already know, brother. All right, coach.
Salute, salute,
Salute.
salute,
Yeah.
Y'all take care.
salute. All right, man. All right, man. All right, man. And that was another one, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. And yes, like I said, I will be posting up some interviews that I did at the rap event last weekend that I did with Colossal Mag and Black Eye Media Room, my guys down there. Shout out to the whole Black Eye Media Room team. Next to Flex, if you wasn't there, if you weren't there, podcast, Talk Yo, and all of that, man. And my man Young Bout that out there also putting in work. If you have not liked and subscribed to the YouTube channel, please like and subscribe to the Let's Talk Sports YouTube channel. Also, my DMV family, I will be down Waldorf this weekend, this Sunday from 12 to 6. What is we got here? I got to share this thing real quick. Share this to the screen. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. What the world?
God of miracles, signs and wonders, we believe in your power. We believe in your power.
That didn't go according to script, man. We out of here, man. We catch y'all in the next one. Be blessed. Oh, man, you got to end the show.